Purge existed in real life, I'd like to imagine that a large group of people would hunt down Justin Bieber. Although, before getting to him, you'd have to get through a large wave of believers.
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual Purge. At the siren, all emergency services will be suspended for 12 hours. Your government thanks you for your participation.
Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to MaffmanJones Movie Reviews. I am John Maffio, and today's featured film is The Purge, starring Ethan Hawke and Lena Headey, or Cersei, from Game of Thrones. Now, the idea behind this movie is awesome. Basically, America has been cleansed of all crime and all poverty and all unemployment. And that's because every year there is one day, the Purge Day, where everybody is allowed to commit crimes for 12 hours. It's March 22nd. Yes, I pay attention to those details. And normally, Ethan Hawke's family has everything on great lockdown. They have great security, but unfortunately their dumb, knocked-headed son lets a man into the house because he has sympathy, and the man that this son let in was being chased down by a group of purgers who were really creepy. So now Ethan Hawke's family is in harm's way. I was looking forward to this movie very much because the premise is very intriguing, even though it would never happen in real life. It's just the idea behind this is exponentially incredible. Unfortunately, however, I hate to say it, The Purge is lackluster, it's underwhelming. It does have its moments though, so let's get a little more deeper into this movie. Like I mentioned before, I think the idea and the synopsis behind this movie is genius, and whether or not it succeeds on your personal expectations, I think it's worth a watch just for the idea alone. What's disappointing is that this movie had grand potential for great horror and thriller standards, it just didn't live up to them. The first half is very strong and it sets up the idea behind this movie very well, and it gets you into these characters, it gets you engaged. And then the execution towards the later half of this movie is just out of control. Cliches are abundant, scares are provided via peekaboo scares, and the cinematography becomes very superfluously annoying. Like, you know those moments in a movie where two characters are having a conversation? The camera should stay still. It shouldn't be moving around like it's on a carousel. Also, there is a main antagonist to this movie. He very much seems like that one blonde guy from the Funny Games, or he's also in Boardwalk Empire.
Mr. Michael Pitt.
And this guy just seemed to be trying way too hard to be that psychotic, playful guy who also is stable. I saw what he was trying to do with his character, it just didn't work at all. Finally, the movie as a whole is just underwhelming. From a premise like this, you would expect something that is very thrilling, a lot of fun to watch, and when you leave the theater, you feel rather unsatisfied. You have this feeling of emptiness, like you didn't get what you came for. And despite the fact that this movie did not live up to the level that it could have, I do welcome a sequel to correct all the wrongdoings that this one created. The Purge is a rather disappointing movie with underwhelming scares, and the premise potential was extremely strong. It just didn't live up, and the execution was very lackluster. It is a Sam Worthington, a 2 out of 5 stars. I'm not going to recommend The Purge, but if you have any interest in the movie, I do say give it a try, because you might actually enjoy it more than I did personally. You might find it disappointing. So if you have seen The Purge, or you plan to see it, let me know anything about The Purge in the comments down below. Please tell me if you liked it more than most people expected it to, or if you found it rather underwhelming like I did too. Also, please subscribe to MaffmanJones and like this video if you enjoyed this review. Check out Facebook, Twitter, and We Live Film in the info box. I am John Maffio, aka MaffmanJones. If The Purge ever actually happened in real life, my family would be screwed. We have terrible security. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Too late. See you next time.
We're gonna make it through tonight, and everything is gonna be okay.
Nothing is ever going to be okay again.